Good afternoon to those that are in North America, and good evening to those in Europe and South Africa. My name is Axe. I am joined by Inseeker. How are you doing today?
Hello! I am great. I can't wait for this match. It's going to be so exciting.
Hopefully,
Sorry.
everybody watching, you guys are having a wonderful Monday, whatever time it is there for you. We have the matchup between Active Valor and Dog Pound Society today. Hopefully, you guys are ready for some
That's correct.
awesome frontline action, and hope we don't get disconnected because PSN has been having some issues.
Yes. We've been making sure the whole day today. Has everybody done their updates? Can everybody get online? Let's just make 150% sure.
Who do we have in chat so far?
So
Corona.
far looks good.
How are you doing?
Corona.
Mic cutting in and
Hello.
out.
Who's Mike?
Which mic? The male commentator or the female's commentator? See, we have Corona, Huminator, Evil Deeds, Slaya. How are you guys doing? Let me know if the mic is cutting in and out. I show that I have a steady connection, so I might have to mess with something if it is still cutting in and out, but it should be fine.
That would be tragic. Alright, looks like we got the whole of the AoV team in. We're just waiting for DPS guys to get in. Shouldn't take too much longer.
Green Knights, how you doing?
I am really excited. Can you tell I'm excited for this match?
You are excited, I can tell.
I'm excited.
Spend more time watching streams than playing. I do that on some days. That's for sure.
That's like my life. I spend more time streaming than I do playing. What even is Battlefield?
Sound is good, Art? Oh, your spelling's just fine. As long as we can make it out, it doesn't have to be perfect. From Europe, T1? Oh, okay. What's up, Green? All right. Looks like they are just down 2 players at the moment before we start. Hopefully we can hit that 36-minute start time here.
Yeah, almost ready.
And what are your guys' prediction in chat? Who do you think's going to come out on top? Active Valor or Dog Pound Society?
Two incredibly good teams. I love watching these two play. Alright, let's see. Still 2 guys down.
And this is a fairly new map that was added to Frontlines too, wasn't it? Only within the last month or so?
I'm gonna say yes. But I'm probably gonna be proven wrong. It's just the way it works.
Are we streaming DON next Sunday? I'm not sure just yet. I worked all day yesterday, so I haven't been able to check any of my emails to see who is requested for streams next week, so we will just have to wait and see. Looks like both teams are in.
Okay, I'm gonna give them a start time.
So we have one for AoV. Okay.
So let's see.
So has anybody in chat played with the new settings yet and have anything to say? I worked all day yesterday through this morning, so first time I've been able to get on. Humerator, I
played a little bit earlier.
The sound is cutting in and out on Twitch. Try the YouTube one. That might just be something with Twitch individually. And Humerator, to answer your question,
All right.
I do believe most of the vanilla maps, there's, I think, still a couple that don't have front lines, but for the most part, they all do. And you said we're going to go on 35 minutes?
35, yeah.
All right. So we got 25 seconds.
All right. Ooh, so exciting. We've got some good names in this matchup. All right, 8 more seconds.
All right.
And let's go.
And we're off.
All right, you can see from the outset, look how AoV is actually creating their squads straight out.
It looks like we're going to have a mixture, though. Some are going to be on the normal Conquest Bravo side of the flag, but the majority of them are going to be on this open plain side of the flag here. Looks like the flares, the gas, the smoke, everything is coming out.
AoV cleaning up that back flank already, all the way through between those two mountains. And they're going to come around, I think, that side.
AoV's really got a good position here, being able to attack from both sides of this flag. Looks like our tank's coming
They're
in.
gonna need to take that tank out, though. Yeah. A little green monster in her tank. She is a beast in that thing.
And it looks like DPS's tank is kind of stuck on the next objective, which will be the, should be the Charlie objective. So AoV will be able to take this Bravo objective very quickly. It looks like both tanks are kind of duking it out at distance here.
Yeah. Yeah, we're having a huge tank battle here over quite a distance, so it's going to be quite interesting to see how that plays out. Little green monster retreating there, getting some support. A flag going to AoV. Let's see what's happening down here in the trench.
And it looks like AoV is now starting to push their tank up.
Capture objective apples.
And both teams are separated by this rock.
Yeah, they don't seem to be making any headway around this this trench side of the objective, so towards the mountains. So it looks like they're going to push around. If you have a look on the back of the objective over there, Tackleberry and Tackleberry and Hayden, making their way around to the back of the flag, and nobody sees them.
Yeah, that's not very. It's not good for a little green monster in her tank, especially with these two assault players pushing that backside.
Well, she's turned around. Yeah, it looks like she's seen them though.
She is going to need some players on flag very soon because she is about to get swarmed by AoV.
Oh yeah, she's got no support there at the moment.
She's going to take a lot of damage. She is going to go down.
Oh.
Cry gets a
Firing
4-piece.
on with that, yeah.
And now it is all AoV on this alpha objective. And it's a long push for DPS to push back from the spawn. It's going to get...
That was tragic.
And as you can see from this elevation side, let's jump on Ripper Jack here for a second. Or I'll just jump on Christo. But you can still see they can just shoot straight down on DPS coming towards the objective.
Oh.
We have taken objective apples.
if you look at an elevated view quickly of the actual map, AoV does what AoV is doing what AoV does best, and they actually formed a line, and they're blocking out DPS completely.
Enemy coordinates have been sent to our
Who do we have way over here on the mountainside? So Ripper Jack is pushed all the way back, took out their stationary cannon.
Oh.
And I
there's
don't
nobody
think
on
DPS
Bravo.
knows.
They're gonna get there. They're gonna surprise DPS.
Now Ripper Jack has jumped on the cannon himself, and he gets one. They're going to be able to get Bravo armed very quickly without any resistance.
Oh. There's
The
armed.
enemy has armed objective butter.
One commentator, Axe, I'm from North America, and Inseeker is from South Africa.
And Evil, no, these are actually both African teams. This is the African qualifier.
The enemy has armed objective apples.
So AoV gets both of them armed. Let's see if Alan tried, but it blew up just before. And AoV is surrounding this Alpha Telegraph. They got their tank right up on the line as well. It's going to be very tough for DPS to get in here and disarm this objective.
Interesting choice, Henry in the light tank for DPS as well. And there it goes. The first map goes to AoV.
A relatively quick round.
Relatively quick round, but a good push from DPS. And best squad they're going to DPS, Little Green Monster, Rock Adio, and I missed the rest of them.
Let's see here. I was gonna say I haven't seen these potential. Yeah, they're South African teams.
Yeah, I do agree there with Green Knights. This map in particular is a little bit one-sided, especially when you get the momentum flowing. If you're on the side that AoV was on, you know, you flow downhill, which is just easier to attack.
It kind of piqued my interest that on some of the newer additions to Frontlines, that some of the maps are only 3 flags, versus a lot of the original ones. They're 5, 6, and I think Monte Grandpa has 7 flags. Like, it'd been neat to have that one play all the way into the city and out to like the normal Echo objective in Conquest.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that they play tested it several times and just it didn't flow very well. So we will move on to Amiens.
Yeah. Let's have a look and see. Oh, look at that. Both teams in quick on the right sides.
I want to say that's the first time I've seen it within the first 10 seconds be completely set up the way, like, teams on both sides not having to switch them. I wonder if it did any switching at all, like trying to balance them.
I was going to say, because this is the first time obviously we've done it since the update, so I wonder if that is a new feature, that you actually don't swap sides.
That would be very nice to have.
Oh, it would be great for us. Alright, we got a spawn time of 38 minutes. Gives the guys a little bit of time for a pep talk. A little bit of a hoorah.
Shaylin, here is the scoreboard starting this round. Yeah, you're right, Green. There's no time. If you get wiped off of one, it's really hard to get back and stop the flow. With those just having 3 flags.
Alright. About 35 seconds left.
But I'm excited to get on here and
obviously
play.
having...
I'm ready to unlock some of the new weapons.
yeah.
I want that new LMG.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, I want the scout rifles. But
And that's just being greedy.
too greedy.
Too greedy.
Alright, we have 5 seconds left.
Let's do this. Oh, AoV. Nano spawning just a second or two before the time, but I don't think that would make too much of a difference. Have a look, both tanks have spawned and both are heavies.
So flares coming out. DPS is pushing. Both teams are actually going to push both sides of the flag, 2-story buildings. And we have AoV's tank
Ooh, Costa Cara.
starting to push in.
Oh, Brett, you don't get a vote in this. Why aren't you playing anyway? You should be playing for AoV. Alright, Ender's on Twitch. He says it sounds fine from his side. Maybe it was just the first few minutes there.
And it was weird that it was only on the Twitch side.
Yeah.
I don't see DPS's tank at all. That doesn't look like they had spawned
DPS's
it.
tank is moving up. No, it is moving up. She's moving up slowly, but it looks like she is. Yeah, she's definitely there. She's spawning guys.
So we have Ryan and Bloodhound left for DPS on the flag. And look at this squad that's kind of pinned behind this train car. They're not. AoV is keeping them from pushing up. They clear them out. Ripperjack and Dylan. Now they're going to be pushing this next objective very quickly. Little Green Monster is slow playing her tank right now. Let's see if AoV has already started to move their tank around. Their tank is down, so that's actually a very good thing for DPS now. It's going to give them a little bit of an advantage moving on to this Delta objective.
Yeah, I almost say I'd want to see her close onto that flag, especially with the AoV tank being down at the moment.
And
Capture objective Duff.
how long has the update been live there in South Africa?
Since midday, so.
So they've had a little bit of time.
You're making me do math. As is not the time for me to do math.
Evil says he's a medic. Patch really do much for him. Well, it did increase the accuracy of the medic weapon, so you should be a little more accurate. But you are going to have to play it, I think, a little bit more in its designed area. Which most of the medic weapons are mid-range.
I'm not impressed with the patch because I'm a BAR player, and I'm basically shooting a Nerf gun at the moment. It's fun. Very fun. Alright, so it looks like DPS is actually retaining the possession of this flag, which is great. I'd like to see this map go full time.
Well,
AoV is there in that little building at the back there.
9.5 hours. Thank you for doing the math.
Okie dokie. Glad to see someone's paying attention, because I am not. I am so, like, into what's happening right now on this map.
Well, it looks.
Math is just not gonna happen.
It looks like Henry is actually using the BAR.
And DPS takes it, so we are moving
taken
back
objective
towards
Duff.
Charlie.
The bayonet charge, will it
I'm
work?
not sure that either team expected that.
That bayonet charge was really close.
Very close.
And I like what
Alright, it
AoV's
looks
done
like
here with
AoV
Nano Goffin and Ripper, they haven't pushed back yet, and they're trying to slow DPS's advancement. But Little Green Monster is going to say, forget that, I'm coming in. Dylan, who is it here? Dylan and Tackleberry have been fired AT rockets at her tank. She's going to have to retreat a little bit to repair.
Charlie.
So we have...
It looks like AoV is just cutting off DPS there. They weren't allowing them back onto the flag at all. It was a good strategy. It's given them time for their tank to actually catch up as well. Make it there.
Fighting on the ships is awesome, and the new maps. Yeah, the new maps, they do look very interesting. I'm excited. Shortly after the stream is done, I will be jumping on and tackling some of the assignments for the weapons.
I don't know that I am that much of a fan of it, to be quite honest with you. I only had a very limited time to check it out before the stream started, and I was not getting into it. Then again, I kept getting killed by ships, so that's probably why. Right, looks like AoV, yeah, AoV takes the map, or the flag, sorry, not the map, the flag, and needs to push up now.
So, let's see here.
DPS has left that center street completely open.
Yeah, they have half their
AoV is
team
already
on
that flag.
the flag already.
Yeah.
So Green, you think the Heligo Bite map with all the ships is good, but you don't like the other one? But DPS pushes back very quickly.
Yeah, got the tank in there. Did it work?
She's going to need reps very quickly.
Very, very soon.
On Christo,
Capture
okay.
objective Duff.
Ooh. Are we going to be tank v tank here again across that flag? This comes down to who's got the better support. Oh! Never mind then. AoV wins that one. Little Green is down in her tank. I think she was very, very hurt before he even got there. That allows AoV to push up onto that flag and take possession. I think that basically pushed DPS off of that entire area.
And that's huge for AoV having their tank still up.
Alright, Shaylin is asking for first person on Christo. And Chris, yes, I tried VAR with the patch and it's like shooting marshmallows at the moment. It's the time to kill is I don't find it better at all. I feel like I'm shooting and shooting and shooting and no one is dying. Alright, AoV taking that map. I keep saying that. Why do I keep saying map? AoV taking the flag and moving through. This is going to be an interesting one because DPS is already inside that courtyard.
Well, it looks
Will
like
AoV be able to push themselves through?
it looks like Christo and two other players are flanking from trackside here. It looks like he's using the auto-loaded extended, I believe it is.
Capture objective Edward.
Oh.
First aid. First aid.
There's
Use
no
it.
DPS left in there. Oh my.
Just kind of jump up so we can see where these players are. Kind of spread out. This is one thing the AoV has been doing very well, even in previous matches, is they push up through the objective to set up the firing line to slow the advancement of the enemy team, and that's a huge thing that you have to do. I've preached that to a lot of people that have asked me questions in the past. You can sit right on the flag if you want, but you're giving the other team more lines of sight to push in on you. It's good to slow them down, especially in front lines.
I agree with you 100% on that.
So AoV will get that Echo objective, and we will be going to the 2 telegraphs. Now I do like what Bloodhound, Costa, and Ryan are doing. They are staying here, trying to slow down AoV's advancement. Costa is the
have armed
last one
objective
alive.
butter.
Actually, AJ and Dr. DPS Schultz is still up here. But, I mean, they needed to push back. Both objectives are armed already by
We
AoV.
have armed objective apples.
That is not looking good for DPS here.
No, they've got nobody near those flags or the telegraphs to disarm them, unfortunately. And once again, like you said, AoV has pushed forward and set up a line way into enemy territory there, and I don't think DPS is going to get through.
They will
And
not
they don't.
succeed.
They will not.
And we will get confirmation if the teams want to play the 3rd map. Just for fun, AoV will take this map. Or this match, excuse me.
Well, they take the map too.
There for a second, I thought we were going to have a little longer match. DPS was able to push it back to the center. But AoV was just set
It
up and
does look
ready to
like-
go.
It does look like they're playing the 3rd map, so we get an extra map to watch. Such a great match.
Awesome. And as you can see the scores. Who is it? Dolphins? Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Dolphins.
Dolphins. All right. That 30-2. Ripper Jack is 31-7. And then for DPS, what do we have? 15. 15-2. Little Green Monster, she was in her tank.
Yep. Look, you can pretty much tell that the AoV team has definitely got a better gun game. I mean, I think everybody in South Africa is pretty sure about that. But I must be honest, DPS did put up a really good fight on that map. I was really hoping when I saw them take that one flag that we were going to have a really good match on our hands there. And look at that. We have everybody on the right side again. I'm starting to hope this is a trend.
Ender, if you're still watching, I think they might have fixed the team switching with this patch. I don't think it had switched anybody over, which is awesome. I'm so excited if that feature is really in this patch. And it looks like we will go on 38 minutes. Or it looks like they're still trying to decide here.
Alright, it looks like it'll be 38.
So AoV will win the match between them and DPS, but both teams did elect to just have fun with this 3rd round. I'm sure that they're not going to let up, that they're still going to go at it.
Oh, it's good practice. I mean, either way. This is going to be an interesting one though, because we've seen AoV move forward and set up a line, which in this map is not as easy as an open map like Sinai.
Green is like, I hate this map. I haven't played this one on Frontlines just yet.
Oh my word, I love this map. I absolutely love this map. We played this map the other day in our match. It was so much fun.
So I will be doing a little
I'm a
more
great fan of this
first-person view on this map just because some of the objectives are inside of the fortress.
Alright, and we're off.
I'm sure you guys won't mind that at all.
So in this round, AoV is in red and DPS is in blue. Because there's going to be so much smoke and fire, you're not going to be able to tell who is who at this point.
But it does look like AoV was able to get into the flag first. Christo, best infantry in South African shootout.
Sure, bud. Alright, DPS taking a long flank. Allen Gunn going around the back. Along with Kathmandu, DJ Mac. A couple others there.
Ripper almost got a two-piece there.
Alright, we're asking for first person on Dolphins and on Hayden.
I will find them through selecting this, so yes. I'm actually just going to go to the top of the screen here. It'd be a little easier to find them. Once they come outside, let's see if I can get on Dolphins here. And it takes a rocket gun to the chest. See if he gets to revive here.
That is nasty. I don't know how you can revive from a rocket to the chest. I mean, it just doesn't sound plausible.
Looks like he is using the Arasaka scout rifle. And goes down again. But Christo is there to bring him back
right.
up.
It was against you guys, right? Ah, yes, we played this map against Triple X. That was fun. I did enjoy that, especially that final section of it on the inside.
See if I can get on Hayden here. There we go. Oh, with the saber!
Oh!
I can fix you.
Did you catch that on first person?
I did catch that on first person.
That is fantastic. That is a golden montage moment right there. Hayden, I hope you're watching this afterwards.
It looks like the Fedorov Optimat Trench is still really good at hip fire.
Take it.
I saw a couple tweets today about the Ruby Royals. I don't know how to pronounce that.
The
gun's
Ribby
name.
rolls.
You got damage.
Yeah.
I'll fix
That
you up.
one. And a lot of people have said it's just a beast now. Like it was good before, but it's just like it's just too much now.
I mean, it had pretty low vertical recoil to it. It didn't have very much side to side initially, and also I want to say it's the only actual SMG that has a bipod.
Enemy coordinates have been
So I
sent
mean,
to
that thing's
our
gonna shoot laser beams. It already did. So if it's been improved, a lot more people are gonna be using it. So I'm gonna go back up to the top here as Hayden gets hit by a tripwire bomb. AoV is pushing heavy on this Bravo telegraph. The smoke is out. Oh, Rock Audio gets one with dynamite.
Oh. I'm gonna say something and you may frown upon this, but I haven't even unlocked the Ruby Royals yet.
They changed the iron sights of the Fedorov
is-
Trench. How do they change them?
Shame.
And you're saying you haven't unlocked the river yet?
The
I haven't
enemy has
unlocked
armed
it,
objective
no.
butter.
Oh.
Shocking, right? There's a lot of guns I haven't unlocked. I'm just not that person.
We have defused objective.
I start playing with the gun to unlock something else, and I'm like, this gun sucks. Chuck it away. Next.
Enemy coordinates
And
have
yes,
been
Chris,
sent
you're
to
right.
our
Thank you for
artillery.
reminding me. The Hellregal defensive. I forget that gun's even in the game. The defensive version.
Oh yeah.
I don't use the Hellregal too much.
Alright, the
We have
first
lost objective
telegraph
butter.
goes down. Butter is down. That's just alpha now for everyone to fight on.
AoV has 19 tickets to secure this
The
objective.
enemy has armed objective apples.
Both teams are pretty split here. Reckoning for DPS is pushing back. Bloodhound has used the smoke to his advantage and is disarming Alpha as we speak.
We have defused objective apples.
Oh, Shaylin, now. Didn't you get in trouble for your little crush on Christo? And that's a story for another day.
Calm down, best player in the world.
Enemy coordinates have been sent to our artillery.
DPS might be able to hold them off here.
This is going to be interesting to see if DPS does. 9 tickets left. Is AoV gonna make it? They're on the flag at the moment. And remember, once it is armed, it doesn't matter if they run out of tickets.
Corona, yes. I did say dynamite.
I saw that as you did.
So with 4 tickets
5
left.
tickets left. Can they arm it?
Oh,
2? Oh, this is exciting. 1! And there is a DPS player on the flag. Ah!
another African
about
pushed up
last minute.
just in case they said it that was already set up to defuse it. So we will be moving back. Very good defensive stand there by DPS.
That is great. That's what I like to see. Even though they have already lost the match to AoV, they are not letting them take it.
But I still see a lot of Hellregals in the kill feed. So
Oh, yeah.
I think it's still going to be a very popular weapon.
Capture objective apples.
Just for the sheer fact that it has 60 rounds in each of the drum magazines.
I do wish they would nerf it more though. That's right, I said it. That's right. Nerf it more.
Because it did not
Give me
get
back my BAR.
it did not get an increased time to kill. It was 5 rounds at its optimal range, and it's still 5 rounds. But I just thought that the recoil was very easy to manage to begin with, and I know that they
Yeah.
kind of added a little more recoil, but I don't think it's enough.
Yes. No, because you know what, recoil. If you can get away with recoil, if you burst fire, things like that. There's ways around it. I need to limit the magazine or something. I don't know. But the instances of getting killed with Hellregals is too damn high. And we're back to the objective.
You're injured, I can help. That's first aid for you.
Hellregal nerf lol. Yeah. It's crazy to see like somebody that has say like 25,000 total kills on their account, and 10,000 of those plus are with the Hellregal. Like,
Enemy coordinates
I like
have
playing
been
with too
sent
many
to our
different
artillery.
weapons that I can't just stay on one for that many kills. Maybe by the end of the life cycle of Battlefield 1, I might have that many kills with one weapon. But I think the most I have is just shy of 4,000 with
The enemy has armed
the
objective
Martini. But I just love the Martini. I like the action of it.
Tut tut. We had this discussion the other day. I'm very disappointed in you.
Well, I played a lot of Team Deathmatch early on in Battlefield 1, and it was perfect for that.
Near run. No, I did not say they must buff the Hell Regal more. Unless you're talking about the BAR. Because then they must buff that more. Alright, so it does buff the Calibri. Yeah, okay, I can go with that one.
I had a discussion with a friend, and he's kind of one of those that wants to play with like the weakest weapons and do kind of good with them. And he wants a scoped Calibri that if you get a headshot at like 200 meters, it's an instant kill. But
instant kill.
if they're within if they're within that 200 meter, it doesn't count. It's just like normal.
That's a pea shooter. Come on.
Really, I mean, it is. I mean, the reload's terrible. You got to be right on top of them for really to having a chance, and they got to be. I mean, you got to be able to get the headshots constantly. But it's a fun gun.
They got to be almost dead, right?
Well,
listen.
If you catch them in the prone position with the Calibre and you can get behind them, it kills relatively fast for the size of the round. But it's one of those weapons I think DICE just put in to be. It's just a troll weapon. It's fun to play with.
It is a troll weapon. Look, I can't even come up behind the guy that's lying prone and actually stab him consistently, let alone shoot him with a pea shooter.
And he's saying
so
to rough.
Kills with the Calibri.
They're saying to buff the Hell Regal again.
No. Jy luister nie, Ruan. Not listening here. Saying no. Alright guys, well, thank you very much for watching. It was a great match to watch and very well played to both teams. AoV did an incredible job as usual, but DPS very well fought. I was very impressed with their performance tonight.
It was a great match all around. Thank you guys for tuning in for today's matchup. Now get out there and start unlocking these new weapons and finishing these assignments and checking out the new Time to Kill patch to see which guns that you guys loved before that you might not like as much now. And I'm sure there might be a few weapons that you didn't care for before that you guys might like now. So I'm excited to see myself.
Alright, and thank you very much, Green Knights. We enjoyed the commentary too.
En ek
Ek sê die vleugel is mal lekker. No, Mossy. No, Mossy. He's saying that the Hell Regal is pretty damn awesome, basically.
And yes, the SMG-08, the slower rate of fire makes it really tough to use. It shoots laser beams. It's really accurate. It's a fun gun to use, but the rate of fire really it prevents a lot of people from wanting to use it.
Yeah. Alright guys, we're gonna jump off here. We're gonna go play the new maps. Yay! But it was great to be here with you guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll probably see you then on Thursday evening for the LGD versus Snot game, which is also going to be a good one.
It will be. Until then, guys, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys later.
Lekker aand.